Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, WestofCosy. This is where you'll find all sorts of cozy gaming content, but specifically at the moment we're doing a lot on Paralives, as that is literally under a month away now, which is kind of crazy. I'm very excited by it. But today I wanted to explore, can Paralives replace The Sims? Can it be that? Because let's be real, The Sims has been around for more than 20 years now, which is wild in and of itself. And I guess it's this new iteration of a simulation game that's coming out is really got a lot of people trying to discuss that. And being a fan of simulations myself, I'm really excited by this new iteration. I've been a fan of The Sims for a long time. I'm 31, so yeah, I remember the first Sims. I didn't really play it that much though, to be honest, because at the time we didn't have a computer that could really play it. I used to watch my neighbours play it quite a lot, and my cousins as well. I didn't really get into the Sims until I started playing Sims 2, and I used to go around my friend's house every week, because again, we didn't have a good enough computer that would run it. So it's a slight side tangent, and that's how I initially got started in The Sims 2, and I remember it would take absolutely ages. I'm talking hours to just load the game up on my friend's computer. Anyway, that's how it all started. The Sims has kind of been the gold standard for the longest of time, from creating families to building dream homes. When I look at The Sims 4, I think there's just so much. They bring out all these expansions, right, that clearly are not working. Like, this is one of the main reasons why I don't play The Sims 4 anymore, because every time I play it I run into a problem, or there's a game breaking bug, or I just don't find it enjoyable anymore. And I think that's really sad, because as I say, I've always been a huge fan of The Sims, but we've got to that point now where the stuff that they're releasing, in my opinion, is just not of good quality. And you know, as well with this buyout that's happening, no one really knows what's going to happen next, you know. But I think, given all of that, that kind of welcomes something new, and in this case, Paralives. So if you don't know, Paralives is essentially an indie life sim, and it's being made by a small team, I think led by Alex Mass or Masse. I could be incorrect with the pronunciation there, apologies if I am, but you know. Basically the point is, it's a small indie game company, and from my experience, indie companies usually very much care about their product, care about what their players want. And again, this is why it's coming out in early access, is because that gives developers a chance to really get involved in the community, see what's working. It's a good way to play test. I don't even know, do Sims even play test? I've questioned that over the years now. Do they even play test these expansion packs? Because I just don't see how they can, when all of these bugs that come out with each pack, the millions of bugs that are in that game, I just don't see how they playtest it. I don't even think they do, in all honesty. But hey ho, that's just what I think. But what I really think that's great that's coming from Paralives as well, it's a very unique art style. You know, they didn't go down the hyper realistic route, which you may think might be sort of the standard in today's day and age with the tech that we have, like with Inzoi, for example. They've gone for, I don't even know how you describe it. It's very artsy, I guess, and I think I like that. And it also reminds me of Sims 2 in many ways. It's just a simpler art style, you know. And I'm also intrigued by the customization. In some ways it's very similar to The Sims 3, and I think The Sims 3 was a great game. I thoroughly enjoyed The Sims 3. I remember when it came out, I was so scared it wouldn't run on my laptop, but it did, thankfully. But I would spend hours customizing the walls, the furniture. I loved that aspect of it, because you could make each Sim's like bedroom unique to them. It's quite funny because it's quite reminiscent of my sister and I. I'd quite often have like two siblings where one's a bit of a tomboy, or two sisters rather. One's a bit of a tomboy, one's a bit of a girly girl, and I would kind of represent that in their rooms. And I loved that aspect. I just loved how you could do anything and everything. And I think Paralives is really trying to do that with their creator tool in the Paramaker. So I'm really looking forward to that. And I love how, as well, from what we've seen, you can have a chair and just drag it out and make it a sofa. Like, that's so cool. Or windows, drag them out, make them bigger. Like, that's really exciting to me. That gives a lot of creative control to the player, and I think that's what The Sims is missing nowadays. I think the people who played The Sims really are wanting something where they can do more, create more. That's, I think the Sims community is very creative, and I believe Paralives can do that. I'm not saying it's going to do everything from the get-go, because we know it's in early access, and I think people need to remember it's early access. It's not going to be a fully fledged game from the outset. It's super exciting. I'm also interested that Paralives is, they say it's an open world, which in The Sims 4 it is not. I'm interested how they're going to develop that, what that's going to look like day one. I'm sure it's going to be, I really don't know. I'm kind of have my expectations low, because I'm like, sure it's going to just be a small area, we're in early access, we're not going to have huge spaces to move around in, but they have shown there is more to the map that we haven't seen. So I just don't know on that front. I really don't know. And I've kind of touched upon this already, but we know Paralives isn't going to have anything and everything. The Sims has been going for 20 years. It's got a massive fan base. Paralives, the launch is a lot smaller, but I think it is going to grow. I feel like it's going to grow into something great. And I hope it's going to grow into something great. I've bought games in early access before, and I've absolutely loved them. And the good thing about early access is, even if it doesn't have all the things you want, you know that it's going to be updated along the way. So you can put it down, you can come back to it. It isn't the end of the world. I'm just so excited. Like, I can't wait. But the big question is, can Paralives replace The Sims? Honestly, I don't think it can. With the player base that The Sims currently has, and the years it's got behind its back, it's going to be very hard to replace it. But I definitely think it can complement, Paralives can complement it. It can be a cozier, more creative life sim. And I don't know, maybe that is what reminds us of why we kind of fell in love with the genre. You know what I mean? That creativity. I don't know. Those are my thoughts. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you think Paralives has the power to replace The Sims? Hang on, I just got to drink my tea. It's going a bit cold because I've been yapping. But do let me know your thoughts. What are you most excited for Paralives? What do you think The Sims is doing wrong that it needs to change, maybe? Oh god, I've got to go in a minute because my tea is getting cold. Anyway, thank you for watching if you got this far. I'm going to have more videos coming out. I'm trying to aim for once a week, but we'll see how it goes. I'm definitely liking the creativity that's coming from creating these videos. I don't think I've really tapped into that side of myself in a long time, because I'm like, I get stuck in my head a lot. I'm an anxiety gal. Sorry, I shouldn't joke about it, but that's actually my defense mechanism. I joke about it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please like the video, as it does help me a lot, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Bye.